National Lord+Shuangwen+Upgrade Flow+System+Genius Flow+All Heavens and All Realms+No Female Lord. This is a world of national lords. Wu Bai not only won the life-winning script, but also became the dual king of his parents. On the day of awakening, I received the legacy of System 996. Unexpectedly unlocked a large number of system modules. What is this? Replace the module and use it lightly. What is this? Master module, take some time to cultivate it. What is this? The movie Emperor module. When the Lord encounters the system, Eedi, Eedi, they are all Eedi. Chapter 1. Rich second generation begins, awakening divine talent. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Blue Star, in the year 4202 of the lunar calendar, Wucheng. A slender young man jumped onto a skateboard, with white hair and pink pupils indicating that he was not a pure-blood human race, but a semi-demon jade rabbit spirit. A deep blue light flashed past the board, and at the same time, ding, we have planned a route for you and connected it to intelligent navigation. It is expected to arrive at Wucheng No. 1 Middle School in 5 minutes. Oh, it's rare, Xiao Bai. Why did you come so early? I thought you were going to be late again. Jiang Lin teased and recruited a young man, who was our protagonist, Wu Bai, who avoided his arm. Today is awakening day, how could I come late on such an important day? Don't call me by my nickname anymore. Jiang Lin, who was tall, robust, and had a sunny and handsome smile, half-hugged Wu Bai, who was slightly shorter next to him. Let's go to the awakening hall together. At this moment, the auditorium is already bustling with people. Even though the space had already been pre-expanded, it still appeared crowded after all the pre-selected young girls from this year's All Witch City gathered. Some people are excited, while others are nervous and anxious, and so on. Silence. An inexplicable energy wave emanated from the director of a high school, and the noisy auditorium suddenly fell silent. This is their first high school director's unique skill. Eloquence, and even the most rebellious students cannot stand in front of her, which is particularly effective in such a big scene. When the queue was formed, the principal finished giving a speech, and the entire process was completed. All the teenagers were quiet and exhausted. It seems that no matter where you are, you can't escape the long and smelly leader's speech. Alright, next. Is it finally coming to an end? Some students looked forward with great hope. Welcome our beloved Lord of Wucheng, Wu Yu, to speak on stage. That's right, the Lord of Wucheng is the mother of Wu Bai. And Wucheng is the core sphere of influence established and actually managed by the wizards to this day. Wu Bai, on the other hand, was the only son of the Lord, and his father was the Lord's vassal. He was the son of the first world that his mother merged with her territory after becoming a high-ranking lord. It sounds a bit complicated, but although White Moon, the father of Wu Bai, is not a lord, his strength has also reached the immortal realm of immortality. Standard Parent-King Template. High-level lords can merge the world, but few lords can do so. Wu Bai's mother, Wu Yu, is a rare genius. Normally, most high-level lords start by absorbing world fragments. Those who are more confident in themselves or have a strong family background can use the secrets or subspaces of their predecessors, and never directly integrate with other worlds. One is the extremely high difficulty, with high-level warlords having extremely high combat power, but generally speaking, there is no means to influence the world core. For the world core, even if all living beings on the ground are destroyed, it is only a lack of some energy channels. Secondly, it does not bring significant benefits to high-ranking lords and affects their development. Compared to the entire world, high-ranking lords have much smaller territories. Once their world consciousness is integrated, it often has a huge impact on various aspects of the lords, and it is not impossible for them to be replaced. As for his father and his mother, they are another story. They belong to the lottery event with a small probability. Here is the list below. The auspicious time has arrived, and the awakening has begun. The ceremony held at Wuqi No. 1 Middle School naturally starts with the students from Class 1, and the first one to come on stage is his heir, Class 1's monitor Jiang Lin. The awakening ceremony will activate the Lord's heart, and after activation, there will be a Lord panel. Every new Lord will have a Lord talent and an initial territory. The talent levels of Lord's heart are divided into 8 levels. Gray inferior, white ordinary, green excellent, blue excellent, purple perfect, orange epic, golden legend, and red myth. The higher the quality, the stronger the talent. Not long after, with a golden light descending, it instantly ignited the enthusiasm of the people around it. Wow, the golden legend. Truly worthy of being the class monitor, really impressive. This is the class monitor's little fan sister. Wu Bai followed the crowd to applaud and congratulate Jiang Lin. The two of them exchanged a glance, and Wu Bai couldn't help but feel a little nervous while feeling happy about his childhood. Although Wu Bai had confidence in himself, at this critical moment, it was impossible not to be nervous. He felt his heart beating faster. Jiang Lin's opening gold gave a good start to today's awakening ceremony, and the following awakening did not even come out white. The next 20 people produced 1 orange, 2 purple, 4 blue, and 13 green. Next, Class 1 of No. 1 Middle School, Wu Bai took a deep breath, walked quickly onto the stage, placed his hand on the awakening crystal, and began to relax. No one saw a tiny spot of light falling on Wu Bai's body. In a world that cannot be seen with the naked eye, small dots of light emit fine and dense light gradually winding and contracting, just like snakes hunting prey. Ding, host you #amp, %@/. Right now. A sparkling pink light shone like moonlight, shining brightly with a faint stream of 5 colors passing by. The light flowed deeply around Wu Bai like substance, and he felt like his mother's embrace, comfortable and reassuring. He couldn't help but immerse himself. Forgetting the nervousness before going on stage, the noise heard during awakening, and only indulging in this comfort. Heaven and earth have lost their distinctions, time and space have no similarities or differences, and they have lost their perception of time. As long as it is quiet, it will always be peaceful. It seemed as if 1,000 years had passed and only a minute had passed. Wu Bai was taken aback. He closed his eyes at some point and opened them, as if he had been thrown into a complex world from the divine realm. He had never felt that the world was so polluted, the sound was so noisy, the smell was so annoying, and even his body was so heavy. The newly washed soul disdains the world on the high platform. Little white, Wu Bai couldn't help but look up and met his eyes. It was Wu Yu. He was dazed and clear again. Congratulations, it's a mythological level. The director promptly spoke out to congratulate. The students below are all boiling, and the top 21 students are all green or above. This also gave rise to a mythical Lord's heart that has not appeared in 5 editions. Is this edition particularly lucky? The students who have not yet been tested are all a bit excited, even if they awaken a green one. The natural talent of green can often steadily enhance the abilities of a territory. In this era of national lords, this little characteristic represents a stable direction of development, long-term benefits, promising preferential treatment in the future, and may not necessarily be able to go further in the future. But according to the awakening in the past 10 years, white still accounts for 60% of the total number of awakenings, green accounts for 20%, blue accounts for 10%, purple accounts for 5%, orange and gray are equally rare, each accounting for about 2%. In addition to the mythological level, there have only been 4 people in the past 10 years with the addition of which white, one of whom is suspected to have died, and the remaining 2 have already advanced to high-level lords and started their world expedition. Yes, truly worthy of being the son of the Lord of Wu City, he is truly outstanding. Let Wu Bai go to awaken his bloodline and prepare for the new challenge in 3 days. The principal took the lead and encouraged Wu Bai to pat his shoulder. Wu Bai nodded and followed the senior guide. Next, Class 1 of No. 1 Middle School, Jiang Shiyu. Wu Bai's memory of awakening while walking in the sea of his brain was blurring, but he was not aware of this. But it's shaking my head, feeling like my body is no longer my own after waking up. Mentors and senior students have also experienced awakening and know that awakening will strengthen their soul power. Therefore, high-quality students often experience brief physical and soul incompatibility. Junior, what kind of talent do you awaken to? But mythological level, no matter which type it is very powerful, said the mentor with envy. Genius can be roughly divided into categories of warfare, as the name suggests, which means it can enhance territorial combat power. There are 4-dimensional attributes that directly enhance strength, physique, dexterity, and intelligence. There are also bonuses for certain weapons, such as the golden talent and the natural sword heart. All units in the territory have a sword heart, which increases sword attack power by an additional 500%, and increases sword experience by an additional 500%. Strong combat power, a sword madman in a territory, terrifying like this. Logistics, mainly including production capacity bonuses, medical capacity bonuses, economic and trade bonuses, etc., can help the territory develop earlier than others. There is also the entertainment category, which is very diverse and many strange abilities belong to it. For example, the green talent, 3 parts yin and yang, may appear to be a very advanced talent, but in reality, it will cause the leader to randomly change gender in the morning, middle, and evening. This ability may not be magical, but its usefulness at this moment, Wu Bai suddenly realized that he had not yet looked at the specific content of his talent. Quickly connect the Red Lord's heart with his consciousness, and a panel immediately appears in front of him. Chapter 2. Talent buy 1 get 8 free. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Territory. Unnamed, Lord. Wu Bai. Lord's heart. White, green, green, blue, blue, purple, orange, gold, red territory talent. White. Searching for treasures, slightly increases the benefits of exploration behavior. Green. Slight light, there are self-luminous plants in your territory, increasing the probability of obtaining luminescent species. Your territory's understanding of light has slightly improved. Green. Swift, the agility attribute of all species in your territory has been increased by 30%. Your understanding of the wind in your territory has slightly improved. Blue. The growth rate of the plant increases, the harvest increases by an additional 30%, and there is a probability of obtaining a certain number of high-quality +1 plant varieties. Blue. Jiguan Pianyu, does not sink when entering water, increases water attack resistance by 50%, increases water attack resistance by 5%, and greatly improves understanding of water. Entering fire without burning, fire resistance increases by 50%, fire attack increases by 5%, and understanding of fire greatly improves. Z. Talent and Beauty, Feature 1. It is necessary to match talented individuals with beautiful ones. If the number of men and women in the territory is not equal, it will automatically recruit leaders to make up the quantity without consuming additional territory resources. In addition, the quality of recruited leaders will fluctuate randomly by 1.3 levels based on the average quality of the territory's leaders. It can be triggered every 3 days. Feature 2. 1,000-mile marriage with a single thread, using the prop, concentric knot, to form a perfect match, doubling the 6-dimensional attributes of both parties, increasing level and skill experience acquisition by an additional 50%, increasing the fertility rate by 100%, reducing the gestation time by 80%, improving the child's attributes by 100% and quality by an additional 1. The same unit can only be used once. If one party dies or cheats, the effect will be invalidated. The maximum attribute limit of the offending party will be permanently reduced by 80%. The level and experience acquisition efficiency will be permanently reduced by 80% and inherited by the other party. Orange. Jilan Yushu Characteristic 1. For example, the orchid and magnolia tree is intended to grow in the ears of the courtyards. All units within the territory will have an additional +1 quality, an additional 50% skill efficiency increase, and loyalty will never be lower than 60. Feature 2. Langyan is unparalleled in the world. The charm attribute of all units in the territory is increased by 500%. The highest charm in the territory receives a 500% bonus to all attributes, and the lowest charm receives a 0.99% debuff to all attributes. Feature 3. White Jade can enhance the favorability of people other than those in the territory, and gain favorability based on the average charm value of the territory. Gene. Auspicious and Auspicious, Feature 1. An auspicious day in the Chinese Almanac. You can check the attributes or bonuses of the day through the prop, Huangli, every day, and arrange production and life according to the calendar. Feature 2. In case of difficulties, it can be activated actively, lasting for 3 minutes each time. During the duration, fatal damage is avoided, and the cooldown is 10 days. Feature 3. Mascot. Every month, any creature in the territory can be selected as the mascot for this month. All attributes of this mascot will be added as a percentage bonus to all territorial units with attributes lower than the mascot. A territory with a mascot has a constant increase of 10 points in luck, a significant increase in the growth rate of its people attributes, and an additional 100% increase in experience acquisition. The mascot is immune to fatal damage. After leaving the territory, the bonus effect becomes invalid and the mascot cannot be selected again this month. Feature 4. Everything goes smoothly, everything goes smoothly, everything is desired, peace and joy. Open a special energy slot. With a desired value of 0/infinity, influenced by the prosperity of the territory, public security management, and living standards of the people. Rui will bring miracles, please explore the specific effects on your own. Red. Mid-month Jade Rabbit, Feature 1. Why should Night Light die and then nurture? Jueli Wiha, while Gu 2 is in the abdomen. All units within the territory have their physical attributes increased by 500%, their recovery speed increased by 300%, and their lifespan increased by 100%. Feature 2. Jade Rabbit Crushing Medicine. The quality of the medicine produced within the territory is randomly increased by 1.3 items, with a 100% increase in output quantity and an additional 100% increase in effectiveness. Feature 3. There is a osmanthus tree in the middle of the month, and the power attribute of holding an axe increases by an additional 500%. The quality of all plants in the territory is increased by an additional 1, and the quality of tree plants is increased by an additional 2. Feature 4. Cunning Rabbit 3 Caves. All units in the territory have a 200% increase in dexterity and a 100% increase in intelligence. Feature 5. Remote separation of Jade Rabbit hair, obtaining night vision ability in the territory and enhancing resistance to negative effects, such as doubling resistance when illuminated by homemade light sources in the territory. Feature 6. Flying wet and cold rabbits with exposed feet, greatly improving the ice characteristics of the territorial water system, and increasing the attributes and effects of music-related buildings/professions/skills/items by 100%. What is the situation with the delicate expression on the Witch White's face after just seeing the talent? 9 talents. Just the improvement of basic attributes will make his future followers destined to be stronger than others. It's hard to say that one leader is worth 10, but it's definitely not a problem for one leader to defeat 3 or 4 other territories of the same period. Intelligence attributes have increased by 100%, dexterity attributes have increased by a total of 230%, and physical charm has increased by 500%, all of which are a percentage increase in nobility. They are stronger in the early stage and stronger in the later stage. And this resilience and lifespan, as well as its exceptional endurance, are truly a red talent. It's really cool. There is even a lucky bonus, and most importantly, there are rare life-saving active skills, and the cooldown is only 10 days. Who doesn't like the sense of security of having one more life? He can't believe this good start, war, logistics, entertainment, everything, there is both and there is, so he posted it. Who knows the joy of being surrounded by 9 talents, ha ha ha. Ha, calm down and suppress the crazy upward corners of your mouth first. Reasonably and objectively organize your thoughts and think about why. One thing that can be known now is that there must have been a problem with his awakening ceremony, and it is highly likely related to the noise he heard during his awakening. He was certain that the sound of ding, host, had appeared in his mind at the time. Thinking like this, Wu Bai tentatively shouted in his heart system. Is it there, can you hear it? Your host is dead, the system is coming out quickly. I want to sign a contract with you to become a magical girl. Hey, there's no response. It seems that this won't work. But don't worry, if you can't handle it yourself, just help out. As a wealthy second generation, the most important skill is to be able to call out to parents. It's better early than late, he's going to summon the Lord's mother now. After making up his mind, he was about to close the Lord panel, but found that there was an additional string of tabs below the panel, in addition to the normal 5 territory, Lord, transaction, friend, and explore tabs *A the garbled tab. Bug. No, that's where the unknown problem lies. Catch me straight away, can you give it a try? Just kidding, he's not stupid. His curiosity killed the cat. However, the next second a string of data memories flowed in, causing a huge pain in the brain. Wu Bai couldn't stand steadily and fell down in one fell swoop. In the last second of completely fainting, Wu Bai was full of grievances. This bad thing bullies me, rabbit, without any martial arts skills. I really didn't order anything, don't touch porcelain. Chapter 3. Blood Awakening and Benefits of Eating the System. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. You woke up, congratulations. The surgery was very successful. Wu Bai immediately realized that it was Jiang Lin. Turning his head to the bedside, he rolled his eyes at him. He had just inexplicably received a bunch of complex data streams, and his brain was still tingling with pain. He was so weak that he couldn't even muster the energy to retaliate. Jiang Lin was taken aback by his weak appearance and couldn't help but feel a hint of worry in his heart. How do you feel? Jiang Lin asked with concern, and then added, just now, the medical team said everything is normal, and Aunt Wu just arrived. She said you'll be fine when you wake up, and you can go to Bloodline Awakening. Although the memory of being forcibly blocked just now has given him a rough understanding of the reason. But the professional's assurance finally reassured Wu Bai, and his head didn't feel as painful anymore. Well, it's okay, I just need to take a break. How about your Bloodline Awakening? Jiang Lin smiled slightly at the mention without saying anything. In the next second, a golden light suddenly appeared, with a pair of bulges on the forehead. The newly born dragon horns had a majestic appearance, the golden dragon tail stretched out, and the fine dragon scales shimmered with sparkling treasure light. It is obvious that the successful awakening of Jiang Lin's bloodline is still the rare and powerful golden dragon bloodline. Knocking and knocking, the next second, the door was opened and a member of the medical team saw that Jiang Lin had awakened his bloodline power. Students who have completed the ceremony, please leave as soon as possible. Good teacher, goodbye teacher. Xiao Bai, let's meet again after the challenge. Jiang Lin waved his hand and left. Wu Bai, right. You just fainted for an hour, how do you feel now? It's normal to have a slight headache, nausea, and physical discomfort. Although there's no previous history of fainting, it's possible that it's just a bit mythical and special. Don't worry too much, she said. The medical team member inquired. Well, thank you, teacher. I feel fine. Although he probably didn't faint due to talent. Okay, then come with me. Bloodline Awakening, also known as awakening the power existing in the bloodline, takes the strengths of 10,000 races to compensate for the weaknesses of the human race, and has almost no additional negative effects. Among the 6 dimensions of strength, physique, dexterity, intelligence, charm, and luck of an ordinary human race, most of the first 5 dimensions only have 5 points, which is truly the battle 5 scumbags, while most of the luck is only 1 point. After awakening, the attributes can at least double and some blood power can be easily utilized. And reaching 10 o'clock is enough to handle the first day's beginner challenge. This is a new additional ritual that gradually began to be implemented after 300 years of the Gregorian calendar, and has become more useful with the diversification of the XP of human lords. In fact, in this era, there are very few pure-blooded human races, and most of them are mixed with races from all over the world. After the implementation of Bloodline Awakening, the survival rate of new lords has increased by 30%. Starting from the first year of the lunar calendar, the human race began to steadily awaken their sense of lordship, and entered a new era of stable development. But the mortality rate of new lords has always been high, and many non-combat talents die young in the early stages. Bloodline Awakening effectively strengthens the survival ability of new lords. The venue for Bloodline Awakening is located in the medical building behind the auditorium. The latest 47th edition of the Huaxia Blood Awakening instrument is placed in 400 independent rooms, and a medical team consisting of 10 teams of 4 high-level logistics lords who have been selected in advance can handle any changes in a timely manner. Alright, lie down first and relax your mind. The ceremony will start in 10 minutes. Wu Baishun lay on the ground and entered the streamlined enclosed biological chamber in front of him. The doctors outside were busy preparing for the ceremony. Wu Bai is preparing to sort out the scattered data in his mind first. The garbled code, which is the culprit causing his coma, is indeed a system with the number 996. And this system has already died, or rather, the parts with independent will and emotions have been destroyed. Great, congratulations. And as the person who received all the data, he can be said to be the owner of this system. In fact, as a race capable of crossing the world, the system is actually very strong, but the biggest mistake of this system is choosing to bind to the witch white. The awakening of the Lord's heart is the simultaneous action of the will of the blue star world and the rules of the void. As a blue star Tianjiao who awakened his mythological talent, Wu Bai naturally gained a little attention from world will, and this little attention was enough to make world will discover the poisonous insects sticking to their own children. And he already knows the reason why he has 9 talents. It's still the pot of the system, this is the host soul of other planes that the system devours. For some reason, 8 soul fragments from different planes were deliberately left behind. And when the talent awakened, all 8 soul fragments awakened the Lord's heart, and then the world's will was directly packed and stuffed into him. But the most precious thing is not this, the most precious thing is the world behind these 8 souls. After he is promoted to a senior lord, he can conquer the world. Others have to take their luck and explore the void bit by bit to have a very small chance of encountering a complete small world. There are 8 of them here. I have posted it, that's the real thing. He couldn't help but chuckle, laughing like a little mouse stealing oil. The next awakening of his bloodline did not surprise him, and it was not surprising that he awakened to the Jade Rabbit bloodline. If it weren't for the special rules of Blue Star, as the first child of the combination of the human race and the Jade Rabbit, there would be no need for awakening. He was already physically stronger than the pure blood race, but after awakening, his Lord panel became even more luxurious. He clicked on the Lord tab, Lord. Wu Bai, race. Human, Jade Rabbit bloodline awakening, power. 714 Constitution. 515 Dexterity. 925 Intelligence. 721 Charm. 1020 Luck. 12 The will of the world once lingered on you, equipment. None. Wu Bai attempted to activate the bloodline power of the Jade Rabbit, and furry snow-white ears emerged from his hair. The sensitive pink rabbit ears trembled involuntarily when exposed to the air. After being transformed into a beast, the body attributes have increased by another section. On the first floor of the medical building, there is a nationally sponsored beginner trial 3-piece set, consisting of a small wooden cabin, a newbie arrow tower, and a newbie fence. Solid, reliable, and durable, it is the best choice for beginners to test. However, Wu Bai did not receive the free building sponsored by the state. His portion was already prepared, and of course, as the son of the Lord, he must be a bit special. But it's not much stronger either. The quality and free ones are both white and ordinary. 3 white ordinary quality buildings, this is the upper limit allowed by the void rule. The more high quality items carried, the higher the difficulty of the trial. Especially in beginner trials, any item that exceeds the specifications will trigger a penalty mechanism, leading to an exponential increase in difficulty. So for some second-generation players, novice trials are actually the most difficult to do. Because beginners are not allowed to leave the first 20 days of the trial, and if they fail the monster trial, the Lord's heart will be shattered. Every year, a portion of students are eliminated and permanently lose their qualification to become lords. Finally, one can only join the territory of other lords and make a living on their territory. People who are not lords do not have many choices in this era of universal lords. Chapter 4. Entering the territory and summoning beautiful fox immortals. You are listening at novel full.audio. De co lois ara trong quatrin lay text. Chapter 5. 10 consecutive draws by the leaders and a surge in loyalty. You are listening at novel full.audio. De co lois ara trong quatrin lay text. Chapter 6. Trading open, end of first exploration. You are listening at novel full.audio. De co lois ara trong quatrin lay text. Chapter 7. SSS level combat evaluation and clearing Goblin. You are listening at novel full.audio. De co lois ara trong quatrin lay text. Chapter 8. Construction of Territory and Goblin Sweet Sister. You are listening at novel full.audio. De co lois ara trong quatrin lay text. Chapter 9. Continuing Exploration and Rumors Crazy. You are listening at novel full.audio. De co lois ara trong quatrin lay text. Chapter 10. Another Territory, Take It. You are listening at novel full.audio. De co lois ara trong quatrin lay text.